Hello everybody and welcome. Let's just switch off all electronics to make sure we are not going to be interrupted. And we are ready. Hello, welcome. It is Friday today and this is the Herbal Psychic. My name is Uchenna. I really don't interact much on social media. When I do, oh boy. But I've learned that, where your attention goes is where energy flows. So if you want less of something, you give it less attention. I think it's also just crossing into a technique used in ABA that some of us don't like. But now if you look at it from an energetic perspective, they're right. Whatever you pay attention to grows. Alright, we're not here to talk about ABA or autism today. We're here to talk about soulmates. Soulmate meaning and types of soulmate. I do get a lot of questions, at least in my private practice, about soulmates. Will I find my soulmate? What is the name of my soulmate? Draw a picture of my soulmate. I don't draw pictures, but I see some other psychics who have that gift, and they will draw a picture. And one of the reasons I feel that is for us to learn the different type of soulmates and what they're bringing into your life is so that it does not, even if you get a picture of someone and it doesn't resonate with you where you are right now, you have the power to choose something else. And I say this because recently there was a lady that showed up for a healing in our group. We have a group session that I attend, and then she had gotten herself into a situation where she went online and asked for the picture of the man she's supposed to be with. The psychic gave her the picture. A lot of psychics refrain from telling you whether it'd be good or bad because that's not the question you ask. They just give you what you asked for. Turns out the picture of this man she believed was her soulmate, was in some kind of deep dark occult, right? And then she traveled all the way from the United States to Thailand to see this man, who then blocked her third eye and put all kinds of spiritual attachments on her. So it can get pretty dangerous out here because when you are asking the question, let's say you're asking the question in January 1st and you get the picture of this person, you also have to give yourself grace to remember that by December 31st, you're not the same person you were in January 1st. So you might not be in alignment with what you asked for in January the 1st. So it is one of the reasons I'm like, well, I think people really need to be educated on soulmates, soul alignments, soul groups, soul ties, twin flames, all these beautiful terms with which we romanticize our ideal partner, right? So first of all, this is my angle on it. I'm just going to talk about 5 common soulmate misconceptions. Okay. Also, so I have a true and false question. I use a true and false format. I was going to set that up, but I realized Instagram does that or Facebook does that. I'll figure it out. But I'm going to ask the question right now, and just answer true or false either in the comments or just out loud by yourself. All soulmates are for love and marriage. Again, true or false? All soulmates are love and marriage. The answer is pick one. Let me know what you. All soulmates are love and marriage. Your soulmate has to be someone you love. If you guys fall in love and then you marry or have a long-term relationship. Some of you are not interested in marriage. True or false? The answer is false, because there are different kinds of soulmates. Soulmate is just someone you agree to partner with in this lifetime, and partnership means many things. It could be you guys are best friends, you are in-laws, you are co-parenting, you open a business together. This could be your sibling. They are here for emotional and professional support that helps you accomplish or experience your soul's plan on earth. I'll give you a recent example. I did meet a lady who was who had a very close friend, and she was convinced that there was more to the relationship, more than just friendship. And upon looking at it, it turns out that exactly what I found out was that they were just meant to be friends, because there was something he's trying to help her accomplish in this life, but she wanted more out of it, and what she wanted was going to be out of alignment with her soul's purpose on earth, because that's not what he came into her life to be, and she didn't want to hear that. But yes, not all soulmates are somebody you get in bed with, okay, or somebody you have children with, or somebody you live long term with. Some of you are soulmates, but you're business partners. You guys just understand how that business goes, and you work together harmoniously. It has nothing to do with a sexual, physical, intimate relationship. So the answer to that is false. Number 2, soul ties and soulmates, both past and present, are permanent and must be acted out. I'll repeat again. Soul ties and soulmates, both past and present, what I mean by that, like your past life and this present life, are permanent and must be acted out. True or false? I'm going to give you a minute for that one, because some of you here, I'm going to say it now, one of you here is getting scammed. Somebody's telling you we're soulmates in a past life. Send me money. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's a scam. If you were soulmates in a past life, does not mean that you have to act it out in this life. And I already gave you the answer. The answer is false. Okay? Soul ties and soulmates, both past and present, are not permanent. Everything in the universe is always evolving. Someone who was your soulmate in this past life might not fit the purpose to which you incarnated into this life. Somebody who was your soulmate in this life has accomplished the reason why they showed up into your life, and now they are moving on. Even that is not permanent. It all depends on what you souls have agreed at the soul level is going to happen. Okay? So I wrote here, a soul tie can be looked as when a soul is in your life for a specific reason. No, this is not limited to humans. It can include pets, plants, and trees. Past life soulmates, both parties describe the connection as very familiar, or they have never felt this way around anyone else. Soul recognition happens when past lives that had a significant past lifetime, but it doesn't always mean you are supposed to partner romantically or otherwise. Often when past life souls recognize each other in this life, they are looking to do better or heal something this time around. And this brings to mind some of the tumultuous relationships some of us watching this might be going through. Yeah, you might get a reading and yes, this person was a soulmate in a past life, but the only reason they showed up is to do better on something they failed on in a past life, trying to heal something. And it's up to you to recognize that and say, okay, I know you're trying to heal something, but I have my own mission to accomplish. I wish you the best. You know, you don't need to heal anything. I'm healed. I'm okay. You can move on with your life. You are free. In the words of Jesus, your sins are forgiven. You are free. You are free to go. You are healed. You are free to go. And then you recognize some people. You just feel like you've met them before, which is true. You probably have met them. Okay, it doesn't always mean that you have to partner romantically or otherwise with any of these people. Okay, they're just in your life for a particular reason, and forgive me, I can't talk. They're in your life for a particular reason, a particular purpose, and this could also include your pets. I have done some past life readings for pets recently. Pass on past lives. If you're interested, you can click on my link tree in the bio. Yes, I've done some past lives, and some of your pets are your spiritual guardians. They've come into your life for a spiritual purpose. Okay, some of them are guardians. Some of them are to protect. Some of them, this one cat actually pushes out like a beam of light around the owner, to protect the owner from spiritual parasites. That's what this cat was doing. And when I talked to the cat said to me that the human is actually his son. He says, oh, and I asked, the cat said, yes, I know the human is my son. She didn't say the human is my pet. In fact, this cat was so evolved, it said the human is my child, is my son. So yes, some of your pets are actually incarnated to take care of you. They see you as a child or a pet and they're here for a higher purpose, for their own higher purpose as well, which they are fulfilling through that relationship with you as pet and owner. Now let's move to the third one. Romantic soulmates and twin flames. Okay, question. Romantic soulmates and twin flames can challenge you and make you uncomfortable to help you grow. Romantic soulmates and twin flames can challenge you, make you uncomfortable, and help you grow. True or false? I'll give you a minute. The answer is true. Your romantic soulmates or twin flame can be very challenging and to help you grow. Now, I hear people say, I want a twin flame, I want a romantic soulmate. You understand that twin flames especially, some people like to believe that twin flames are like separate. It's yourself in separateness, you know, it's yourself, but it's a split part of your own soul. Some people believe that they're just two souls with mutual interest. None of them are wrong, but the common factor, in my opinion, is the purpose of that soulmate union. What is the purpose of that soulmate union? Is it a challenge so that one partner can learn or choose something? I'm going to give you an example of the most common twin flame issues that I've seen. Is that a twin flame chooses another flame that doesn't choose them. This partner chooses a twin flame that doesn't choose them. Okay, and the whole sole purpose of this drama is for the person choosing to say, you know what, if this person doesn't choose me, I can take my power back and choose myself. That is the sole lesson, to choose yourself. That's what this person's pushing you away and choosing other people and running off with other people is trying to show you, are you going to choose yourself? But most souls that are going through this don't see the lesson. Many of them go to psychics hoping that the psychic will see something different this time around, or the psychic will somehow coerce their partner to choose them. Some of them resort to really dark and binding magic to tie this person to them. What's going to end up happening is that, of course, you do not achieve that purpose of choosing yourself in this life, and you reincarnate with the same drama, maybe under different circumstances, or you switch roles, or even switch species, and yeah, you will play it out till one of you gets it. It'll be played out till one of you gets it, and that's, like, in my opinion, just the worst type of hell, to just keep repeating a difficult class because one person doesn't want to let go. In this situation, of course, the male in this twin flame relationship ran off and chose the best friend of his girlfriend, and she comes to the page and she's asking psychics to please do a reading. Will he ever come back? And then we see, of course, he's not coming back, because he's made it clear that he left her because her best friend has money. But she didn't understand the role of psychics, and what we do is just see the story you have written or the story you are writing. Rewriting your story, you are the one who has to rewrite it. If you want psychics to see something different, you have to rewrite the story. If you don't rewrite the story, we will keep seeing the story you have written. Now this man has taken off. Are you going to choose yourself? Are you going to fulfill your purpose for incarnating and trying to fulfill your purpose in this way? Your soul could have chosen any other way to do this. It could have been a job that you were trying to hold on to with everything you have, and that job keeps pushing you out, are you going to choose yourself over that job? Are you going to ask yourself the hard questions to figure out what's important to you, and then choose a job that matches with those beliefs, ideas, and plans you have for yourself, rather than doing everything to cling on to a person, a position, a place, a job that it's no longer in alignment with you, and the sole purpose of that person, place, or thing showing up in your life is for you to choose yourself. I hope I'm making myself clear. Now, what I wrote here is that romantic soulmates is an opportunity to heal, learn, and grow because of this relationship. Now, this relationship, the more you listen, you realize that this romanticized idea that there's just one person in the entire world of 7 billion people that you are destined to be with is probably behind some of the unnecessary anguish and mental pain many of us put ourselves through, looking for this one person out of 7 billion people. That's hard. But we'll talk about what you should do instead. So both souls are entering a classroom. Twin flame is an intense soul connection that can also love, challenge, and heal each other. Okay, I think the healing each other is if both souls are aware, depending on the level of their awareness, that they are aware that they are challenging and helping each other grow. That's okay. But if both souls are unaware, or only one person is aware, this is a nightmare lesson. Okay, what's the difference? The intensity and dramatic. What the difference is, between a soulmate and a twin flame is the intensity of the soul lesson and the dramatic nature of the experience. Both are learning soul lessons, but the romantic experience can be manifested from a place of a great romantic relationship, or a twin flame where there's potential to attract someone with an incomplete soul purpose. So what I was trying to write here, I was just taking notes, was that depending on where you are energetically, the kind of stories you tell yourself, your alignment, your heart placement, you will attract a soulmate, a twin flame especially, that is at that level of where you are. So if there are parts of yourself that you reject, there are parts of yourself you don't like, you talk down on yourself, you don't give yourself credit, you don't take care of yourself, you don't pay attention to your own emotions, and you are the type that you always you don't pay attention to your own emotions. What will happen is that you attract someone who you will emotionally chase and will ignore you, because while you're ignoring your own emotions, you attract someone who ignores your needs because you are also ignoring your needs. You attract someone who is always fighting with you because your own internal dialogue with yourself is that of fighting and putting down. So there's a lot of inner work to be done if you want to attract the twin flame on the opposite side. A lot of you will go to psychics and they will say, choose yourself, heal yourself. And some people started finding that language offensive. But what they were trying to say, in short, even though it sounds like a mantra, is that you only attract to yourself what you believe is possible for you. I know you want us to tell you that that person outside of yourself is the problem. I'm not by any way absolving them of anything they did, because some of these twin flame partnership are intense. Some of you are enduring physical abuse, financial abuse, domestic abuse, and then you refuse to let this relationship go because someone told you it's a twin flame, and then it's your role to suffer. The last time I checked, Jesus already did that. So while you're in this suffering part 2, I really need, you really need to go do some internal work around that. Why do you feel you need to suffer for a love relationship? Why are you putting up with someone that they're only nice to you when they want money, or they're only nice to you when they want sex, or they're only nice to you because you're cleaning their house and providing free maid service, but they're emotionally unavailable? Why do you keep making yourself available to people who are not available to you? This is the very harsh lesson of a twin flame relationship when you are out of alignment. When you are in alignment, You'll see things about yourself that are reflect where you are right now, but of course there are things you need to work on. There are probably things about yourself, you're probably uncomfortable with. Maybe you feel like you're not as fast as you could be. Maybe you feel like you're not as smart as you could be. And you'll see that reflected in your partner, reflect that back to you. So it's up to you to pick it up and work on it. But at least both of you are aware that you are teaching and challenging and pushing each other to grow and improve. Okay, there are relationships where both of you know that you are pushing each other to improve. That is healthy. But a relationship where you are doing everything, giving away all your energy, and you're not getting anything back, this is a soul lesson. It's a soul lesson on how much of yourself you have rejected. The person is showing you how much of yourself you have rejected and how much you need to claim yourself back. It could be as simply as saving your own money and just leaving one day, or stop doing all those favors to see how that person will react. It's a myriad of things, but the goal is that person is there to challenge you to make it could be dramatic. That person is challenging you to choose yourself. Person is challenging you to choose yourself. Some of you have to run away. That's how bad it's gotten. But not all twin flames are bad, but for the most part 80% of them are very, very challenging relationships, and there's a lot of inner work that needs to be done before putting yourself out on the dating scene again. Okay, number 4, soulmates, soul families, and soul groups. So I'm going to give you a question. Okay, true or false? Soulmates, soul families, and soul groups can be supportive, work toward a common cause, or heal a family pattern. True or false? Soulmates, soul families, and soul groups can be supportive, work toward a common cause, or heal a family pattern. True or false? Okay, the answer is true. As previously noted, not all soulmate connections are romantic ones. A large group of souls can be linked in soul families. People who seem destined to be in your path, so in turn you can give each other love and encouragement. This could be that sister or brother from another mother, like you felt like, oh my God, this is my sister or my brother from another mother. You guys encourage each other, you support each other. It's a very good friend relationship that is even stronger than probably some of your own brothers and sisters, where this person cheers on your accomplishments and you cheer on their accomplishments too, and both of you are supporting each other in that way. They are nourishment for your soul. This is a person you can call on. They listen to your, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to express, whatever words you want to put out. They listen to it without judgment, help you, give you feedback so that you can see yourself and your ideas clearly. Maybe some places where you're not seeing the situation clearly, or some spots where your ideas about the situation might be a little, need a little help. They give you that perspective. They help to be your mirror and help you see what you might not see, maybe because of your emotional entanglement at the moment. So these are your soulmates, soul families, and soul groups. This could be a group of people. Some of you are in witches circles. This could be your sisters. Don't forget your spirit guides, your ancestors. These are people that are also in your soul group and your soul family, whose main purpose is to inspire you and encourage you and lift you up and show you different things about yourself and different ways to look at a situation from different angles, to come up with unique solutions that you might have never thought of by yourself. Giving you an example, I was teaching my son yesterday, he's in the first grade, how to add and subtract, and I realized he was getting stuck at a particular point. So while I was meditating, I was thinking about it, like, how do I help him move past this difficulty? And I realized, I could use there's a particular tool called like a number line that you can use to give children, to show them what what a +1 looks like, what a +2 looks like on the number scale, moving back and forth, and giving him a visual tool that he can manipulate that will help solidify the idea of what a plus and a minus looks like. And I was like, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, that's because I went to my soul group, I went to my spirit team, asked them how do I navigate this. It's been a long time since I was in the first grade. So from his perspective, how can I best present this information that'll be helpful for him? And that was what I got. Some of you, I highly encourage you to start meditating and connect with your soul group, your spirit guides. That is the #1 biggest investment you make in yourself, is to connect with your soul team and work with them. I mean, nothing is too small. I mean, this was just a lesson plan for my 7-year-old, and they came through with all the suggestions, all the teaching tools that I needed. Isn't that awesome? Many of you could use, a group or team like that. You need it in your businesses. You need it to guide when choosing your next partner or your next relationship or your next business. You need that type of support. So yeah, there's a nourishment for your soul. Now, okay, I wrote here, a soul group member can incarnate as a family member, okay, or as a group of people working toward a common goal. Yeah, like I told some of you that I have sister circles, which is groups, mediumship groups, tarot reading groups, manifesting groups, moon cycle groups, all kinds of groups. Now, it doesn't mean that everyone there is going to be your soul group, but you'll start to notice that some people will gravitate towards you more than others. Work with those ones, okay? Or working toward a common goal. For me, a common goal will be like making sure that there are green spaces around it, available in urban areas that are mutually beneficial green spaces that have to be kept clean, kept free of debris, because these green spaces help with the balance of the energies in the area and prevent depression. So that would be something that I would be more than happy to work in a team of people with. That would be a common goal for me. And I continue to say, in some cases, one soul will incarnate to heal the rest of the soul group in a family line. That is true. I know this from my own experience, that I incarnated into my family line because I wanted to heal them, okay? So I see some, now that I'm, moving more professionally into my healing work, I'm realizing that I have to give myself credit for all the healing work that I did for free. All the healing work that I did for my family, because that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to come in here to heal them. And I've been doing that for a long time. I just now became aware that I've actually been healing people a long time. A long time I've been healing people ever since I was a child. I would do it automatically to the point I wasn't even aware that what I was doing was actually healing. I know that now because when we went to call our healing guides, my guides connected to me in a different way. Usually when people are new to healing work, they will attach to your hands. In my case, they just did something else. that told me that, oh yeah, I have been healing a long time, so maybe that's why. Okay, so for some of you, are healing your family line, but just know that just because you're healing your family line does not mean that your soul group is accepting of the healing that you're doing. You might find yourself in a soul group and a soulmate twin flame soul group at the same time, where the soul group is actually treating you like the black sheep because they don't recognize that you are actually trying to help them. They see the love, the healing that you're giving them. They don't recognize healing and love as something they need, and they will attack you for doing those things. So my lesson for my soul group was to finally realize that, okay, I've healed them as much as I can. It is time for me to draw back my energy and heal myself. So that was my lesson with my soul group. It wasn't easy to be with a soul group in which healing practices, you were demonized and mistreated and downright abused, some of you, for doing healing work on your family members. But the sole purpose of it was for you to call back your energy to yourself and heal yourself. Because there's a word that comes to mind right now, like the path to hell is often paved with good intentions. If anyone knows where that quote came from, please put it in the comments. The path to hell is always paved with good intentions. As a soul, when we're evolving, we have to realize that not all good intentions result are perceived positively, or are even wanted by the people you're trying to heal. So you have to assess, do they even want the healing? Okay, if they don't want the healing, then you are imposing your perception of what a balanced person should be like on people who don't want that. That is not their version of balance. So at that point, you're actually practicing witchcraft. You're imposing your own beliefs, your own ideas, and your own spiritual idea of what spiritual balance is on them. Okay, there's a lot of that going on in the spiritual community, where people want to, there's a lot of solar plexus energy of power. I was a 30th generation witch, and in my family, or giving people the impression that spirituality can only be practiced by people who were born with their eyes open, or people who have been clairvoyant since they were young. My own purpose is to show people that this is our true nature. Clairvoyance, clear seeing, clear knowing is our true nature. The only challenge is we have forgotten. Okay, but I don't do it in such a way where I run around telling people this is how you should be. I just live my life and let my light shine, and anyone who is interested in shining like me can come, and I can tell you the secret to how I'm shining, and then there you go. So that's what I learned from my soul group about healing, or left and right, just throwing it away, just healing everything and everyone. That's not the higher level to go about it. You always want to get consent. You always want to make sure that people are willing and accepting of the healing you're trying to give, and if they are, you give it. If they are not, sometimes silence or not doing anything is actually what you need to do. Sometimes not doing anything is what you need to do. Okay, so that was my own lesson about my soul group in my family line. Okay, number 5. This is another true or false question. Are you ready? Soul contracts are final and cannot be changed. True or false? Soul contracts are final and cannot be changed. The answer is false. Soul contracts are not final and they can be changed. One of the reasons people push the finality, especially people who are practicing spirituality in any spiritual discipline, whether structured or unstructured, telling people that it's final, telling people that they need certain things to run away from them, or it's done, is because control. If they tell you that you are damned and it's done, but they are the only ones who can release you from the damnation, you're gonna go. Opening your eyes to the power of your own word and your own free will will put a lot of people out of business. Will put a lot of people out of business. There are billions of dollars pumped every week into places where people believe that this is the only place they can get salvation from. This is the only person they need to listen to about certain topics, and thereby closing their eyes and their mind to this whole vast universe, to information coming from source about who you are and what you are capable of. So telling people that, you know, you have an unfavorable soul contract, you can be like, I don't want this anymore. Some will say, no, it is your job to make sure your family is saved. You know, I remember a quote like that from the Bible. Has been really misquoted and misused and used to do a lot of damage to people. In fact, I don't blame people running away from organized religion, because it has really been bastardized in the hands of solar plexus religious folks. And I don't want to say so, because solar plexus is actually a good place, but it's a 50-50. It's lower, it's higher, depending on how you use it. Okay, it says there that if your neighbor is going to go to damnation, and you know, and you don't tell the person that they are going to be damned, that you yourself are also guilty for not telling them. I was like, whoa. So it's like making you responsible for someone else's soul journey, which is not entirely what that scripture was saying. It was just saying, if you know how it's going to be good for people and the person is willing to listen to the information, you can be like, hey, I have an idea. Do you want to listen? If they say no, you have done your job. You just walk away. But this idea has given birth to a lot of people who just generally pursue people down with their version of spirituality or religion, structured or unstructured, and pretty much just shove it down people's throat. Created a situation where people believe that they are damned, and they're going to go to hell anyway, that they are irredeemable. Created ideas of like it's over. This idea is also behind why some people commit suicide. I use the word commit because, you know, that's the time frame we're in. Okay, soul contracts are agreements on a soul level to soul contracts are soul contracts are agreements on a soul level to do certain things in this lifetime. However, if the assignment gets too toxic, you can renegotiate to a healthier one. You can take that twin flame that you are almost at the end of your life, and you can say, I renegotiate. I will choose a partner that is healthy for me. And at that point, in my opinion, you have cleared that challenge. It might be an inspiration to do something challenging. Okay, yeah, it might be for you to put your leg down and say, you know what, this job where everyone treats me so inhumanely, people talk down on me, people dump their emotional garbage on me. It could be that, oh, this Facebook group that, you know, whenever I even say one thing, people dogpile on me. You can say, you know what, I'm not, you can, that's why I love social media. You can just turn off notifications about this post. Boom, all your headaches are gone. They will be writing all they want to write. You don't have to respond. You don't have to respond to everything. You can take your power back. You can say, I will not engage with this, because mind you, wherever your mind goes, that's where your energy flows. So if you're one of those that spend a lot of time on social media engaged in fighting with random people on the internet, you are really giving a lot of these people who you don't even know, you're feeding them your energy. They're feeling more powerful the more you're engaging with them. Okay, there's a time to engage, but not all the time. And for some of you, it's for you to take your power back from a situation in which it's taking all your energy and giving you nothing, and saying, I choose myself. I choose myself. I negotiate this contract. I do not want this, that. I want these terms changed. And that is what will happen. All right, so I have gone through 5 different types of soulmates and their misconceptions. Okay, 5 different misconceptions. So we handled that, and in the meantime, I talked about 5 different types of soulmates. So I do have, I think I'm running a sale on my Etsy, about, is it 30 or 20% off? It's only for this weekend. Click on my link tree. I have psychic readings and mediumship readings. Please choose, feel free to choose whichever one you're needing. The mediumship readings is more for your ancestors and your spirit guides, or you have pet animals that have crossed over that you would like to hear from them. You can click on the mediumship readings. However, if you need a psychic reading about relationships, twin flames, soulmates, soul groups, you can click on the psychic mediumship, readings option on my link tree. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is Uchenna, the Herbal Psychic on Facebook, and thank you for tuning in. Bye bye. All right, we did it.